Hi everyone, it's Lacey here, and I'm back with another What's Up Wednesday video. And I'm starting today in this ring-bound book, and I've already pre-gessoed my page, and then I'm taking this super heavy gesso, and you're gonna see I'm gonna create like kind of like spackled texture. So I'm gonna put on a heavy coat on the top, not so much towards the bottom, and then I'm just going to kind of like press it into the page and then lift up, and it's going to kind of create this speckled finish. You're going to see a picture of this inspiration that I got off of Pinterest. It's really pretty. I saw it and I knew I wanted to try and recreate it on my own. So here's the picture right here. And it's just these trees that are like, it looks like trees multicolored in front of like this lakefront kind of thing, and I just love it. I wanted to try and recreate it. So this actual art journal page did not take long at all. The longest it took me was to actually wait for stuff to dry. So you see I'm coming in with some different colors that I feel match the colors in that picture. So the first two are Dilutions paints, and then the rest of them are fluid acrylics. And if you go over to my website, which is thepinkcamera.com, you'll find all the links for the supplies that I used on this particular art journal page. So I'm taking this lime, I think it's fresh lime Dilutions paint, and I'm just going to kind of put it down in the one spot, and then I'm going to blend it out a little bit. I wanted to kind of create high notes and low notes, and the easiest way I could by keeping it the same color would be to just blend it out using a wet baby wipe, and then I'm going to come back in after and add the same colors over top with the pure tone, and it's just going to be that much more intense. So as you can see, I'm doing this. It definitely has that texture popping through, which was kind of what I was looking for. I'm sure there's other ways to recreate this texture. If you do not have heavy gesso, you could probably use crumpled up tissue paper and wait for it to dry and then gesso over the whole thing, and you would still create somewhat the same texture. Or you could use joint compound. I know Donna Downey's a big fan of the joint compound. You could use that as well. So again, you can just say I'm going through some of the colors. So the lime was, I think, lime zest or something like that. The teal is Tropicana turquoise or something. The yellow was a diarylide yellow. The orange is a vat orange. The red was, oh my goodness, I can't remember. And the purple was permanent violet dark. And then the darker kind of indigo color is a Payne's gray. And then I'm just taking some carbon black paint, and I'm just taking my palette knife and just kind of flicking it down. Again, I didn't follow the sketch exactly, but I really like how it turned out. So instead of me creating tree lines in the water, I'm kind of creating a not so perfect tree line. So I'm just taking a fine liner paintbrush, and I'm just creating these kind of sticks, and I'm not worried that they're not perfect, because it kind of gives it that depth that the trees are kind of like, you know, hidden behind stuff. So I'm okay with the paint not being a true solid black. So I'm just going and painting those lines. Again, it's just kind of like mimicking a forest. So some trees have branches that kind of sway from side to side. Some trees might be kind of half falling over. You know, it's just however you can kind of get your eye to make it look like a little bit of a forest. So then I'm taking my palette knife, and I'm going to take those same exact colors, and I'm going to put them underneath where those trees are, and just going to start kind of blending it. You're just going to see I'm going to go from side to side at first, and then I'm going to switch, and I'm going to kind of drag it down. And it's going to happen in a little while here, but I was trying to get those colors to kind of be a little bit more intense And so yeah, I'm just kind of going from side to side, trying to get them to blend a little bit. Now, while those two are drying, I'm moving off to the other side of the page. It's not that I wanted those two colors to dry completely, but I wanted to kind of like let them just sit and let my brain kind of think about how I wanted to make them blend together, if that makes sense. So I'm using that Payne's Gray, and then I'm coming back over top, and you see how I'm coming over top of those trees with that same color, and that's just going to intensify the color that's up on top, and you're going to create like the high notes and the low notes of the color, if you wanted, or the depth, I guess, would be another way to think of it. So, and then I'm just taking a baby wipe and blending out in some spots as well. Again, just blending those two colors together. And then I'm going to move over to the other side of the page, and I'm going to work on kind of the purple area. And here's where I'm going to see about just kind of blending it down. And I like how that looks a lot better. Just kind of creates that kind of water-esque look. So again, just kind of going through and adding more tones on top of the colors. Okay, so here's the beauty of using gesso on the page. You can see I kind of put that color there, and I didn't want it. So while that paint is still wet, I can still remove it. So I just have to take a baby wipe and just kind of wipe it back. And you can see it's just like it never even happened. So that is one of the beauties of using gesso as well. So then I'm just moving on to the white or the yellow paint here, and then that is pretty much going to finish off this whole page. Again, it did not take long. When you're kind of making art journal pages and you're kind of stuck for ideas, just kind of go onto Pinterest and just type in paintings, and you'd be surprised on, you know, how simple some pages are to recreate. If you just sit there and kind of think about it for a little bit, they're actually very easy. I'm just going to show you a close-up of all that texture, and then you're going to see the close-ups. So thanks everybody for watching. If you try this art journal page out, please let me know. I'll have a spot over at thepinkcamera.com where you can leave a link for your pictures. I would love to see them. So thank you again everybody for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate it. And if you like this channel, please subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.